Hi everybody, it's Stephanie. So I really love Bob-omb, and the reason is because a couple of years ago I was playing a game called Paper Mario Origami King, and the cutest and sweetest thing happened within the game. Bob-omb blew himself up to save his friend Olivia. It was just so cute and sweet. Let me show you a really quick part of it. I usually start forgetting games after a couple of years, but that part was just so sad that it has stuck with me this entire time, and that is why I love Bob-omb so much. Okay, so I cannot make the flat version of him because there's no place to put the cake, so today I am making a 3D Bob-omb out of cake. Let's get started.
Move on to the cake though. Let's make a batch of Rice Krispie treats. Cocoa Krispies this time since it's a chocolate cake.
Spray the cake pan with cooking spray so that it doesn't stick. Also, you'll want to spray your hands or you have a big sticky mess. You could also use shortening if you don't have any cooking spray. My daughter and I tried it without using the spray one time, and it was a really big disaster with the marshmallows and Rice Krispies stuck all over our hands.
Press the treats into an 8-inch half-sphere cake pan and then pop it into the refrigerator to set up. Now that it's set up, pull it out of the pan. It is definitely too big at this point, so I'm going to trim it down until it fits perfectly beneath this 6-inch cake pan. Getting the cereal treats to stick to the structure is easy. Just brush some melted marshmallows under the board and grab our nicely cut Rice Krispies, make sure it has a slit in it, and then press it up under the structure. That is looking like perfection to me. With that finished, we can now move on to the delicious cake. This is an 8-inch half-sphere cake, so you want to just trim off the top and then cut this cake into 3 layers. We can fill it now with this tasty peanut butter buttercream. This is one of my favorites. You guys have got to try this out. And I'll put the recipe for you in the description box. And now that I'm on the second layer of buttercream, I must be loving it a little bit too much because I'm regretting the amount of buttercream I've used, as it seems more like an egg shape. So let's just wrap this up and we'll fix it later. Let's move on to my other 8-inch chocolate half-sphere cake. For this one, I'm cutting the top off. I flip it over and then I begin trimming the bottom of the cake. I keep cutting until it matches up with my 6-inch cake pan again. I have my cake structure right here, so I can check to see if I'm getting it to a perfect half-sphere shape, and then I keep trimming it until I'm happy with it. Okay, let's add one more layer of buttercream, and then I can set the first half-sphere on top of it. It's still looking pretty egg-shaped to me.
Here's a trick. Cut a perfect circle out of a cake board, and then you can hold this up to the cake and it helps you see where you've messed up. So maybe you need to fill some out on the sides, and for me on this cake, I obviously have made it too tall, so I need to cut some off of the top.
Alright, I'm pretty close to a perfect sphere now, so it's ready to be covered in chocolate ganache. So just get it all covered in ganache and then smooth it out with a flexible plastic smoother. I still need to cover him in a layer of modeling chocolate. I am using a dark chocolate flavored modeling chocolate this time that I have colored black. So just use a large rolling pin to roll it out and then cover one side of the cake, and then you can repeat that same process for the other side of the cake too. The wind-up key is next. I'm making this out of a thick sheet of gold-colored modeling chocolate. Place a picture of the key on the modeling chocolate and then use that as a guide for cutting.
I will put a link to this template down in the description box if you need it, and I will put it in 2 different sizes, a larger and a small one, just in case you're worried about it falling off due to the size.
Be sure to add this middle decorative piece because it will help hide the wire later on. The wind-up key is actually a shiny gold color, so I've mixed some gold luster dust with some vodka, and what's cool about this is that you can use it as a paint, and the vodka will then evaporate, but the gold shine stays behind on the decoration. To make it even more golden, once it has dried, I'm going back and I'm dusting it with the luster dust, and look how beautiful that is. On top of Bob-omb, there is a round part. I think this part is called a plug. If you know what this is called, please let me know, but it's the part that the fuse comes out of. So I'm going to make this out of cake pop filling. I am pressing the filling into what looks like a hamburger patty, and then I'm using a large circle cutter to cut out a circle of cake. Take that circle of cake and then place it on top of Bob-omb. I'm carefully covering this piece in more ganache, and then I'm smoothing it out the best I can, trying not to scratch up the rest of the cake. Okay, that's about as smooth as it's going to get. Covering it is easy with a circle of blue modeling chocolate on the top and then a strip around the side. I've already made the fuse. It's a log of modeling chocolate that I stuck into a skewer. So stick that into the cake and then clean it up if you need to.
My favorite way to dress up a board is with sprinkles. This especially is nice when you've kind of messed up your board or it's dinged up. So just brush the board with some edible glue and then sprinkle on some sanding sugar. I just think that always looks so beautiful.
We have just a few more details to go. His feet and legs are yellow modeling chocolate. So I'm wrapping a log of the chocolate around the threaded rod for his leg, and then I'm adding his foot, and then I'm blending it to get the right shape of the foot, and then I smooth it out. Let's finish it off by adding his big white eyes and then gently push the wind-up key onto the wire in the back. My cute Bob-omb cake is complete. I think it turned out super cute and it wasn't too difficult to make at all. I just realized that I might be pronouncing Bob-omb the wrong way. Tell me in the comments how you pronounce Bob-omb.